full disclaimer, I knew nothing about this movie at all. I just saw the poster for it every time I went to the movies, like for a month. And I saw it was coming out this week, so I was like, I'm not gonna watch no trailers. I'm not gonna see no TV spots. Go into it blind. So how was it? What's going on, my YouTubers, subscribers, horror fans alike? Hope you guys are having an amazing start to your weekend, because we got a brand new horror movie coming out this weekend, and it is called It Lives Inside. It's a supernatural horror movie that stars some unknown actors, apparently. I'm not being rude. I don't know. It's a supernatural horror movie to get us started for the fall movie season. And is it good? It's different. It's different. Take that as you may, whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's different because it does do some things that I'm just like, horror element wise, I was like, oh, that's clever. Haven't seen that in a movie before. Good job. And there's other times where it's just kind of just like, cliche, ripping that straight out of Lights Out, ripping that straight out of The Ring or The Grudge. I get it. I had to really sum this movie up when I was riding home. I was just kind of like, this is kind of like a student film horror movie. Like a student was just like, I'm gonna shoot my first horror movie in my high school and shit. And it's like, okay, I don't have much of a budget, but I was crowdfunded like $100,000. I'm gonna put like 90,000 of that into the monster, creature, demon design and everything that goes with that. Everything else, whatever. And it shows, because this movie, while it's different, it's not going to really knock your socks off. It's not going to be something you're going to be like, yeah, this is going down the history books. It's one of the best movies ever. But it does have some decent horror movie elements. So it's got that. This pros and cons why I believe that It Lives Inside, officially in theaters this Friday. Well, tomorrow. You're going to see it. You're not going to see it. Well, here's what you need to know about the movie in a nutshell. Here we go. Acting in the movie. My phone's ringing. Acting in the movie, I don't know the actors' names. Not gonna say their names at all. I'm gonna say the characters. And main chick we're following, I thought she was cool. She was functional. Where she has to play like somebody who is scared out of their mind, looking at this invisible force of a demon and shit. I believe her. When she's trying to be like a super edgy teenager, like, you don't listen to me, mom. I'll do whatever I want to do. And you're not gonna stop me. She's really the main person I'm gonna really talk about, because everybody else, supporting characters, kind of just like, they got right off the set of a CW movie or a CW show, and now they're doing this for an hour. Plot movie, more or less. Okay, movie more or less is that we're following our main girl. Her name is Sam. You know, she's going to school and she's trying to fit in with the American kids because she's of Indian descent, so you know how that goes. Till her ex-estranged friend gets to the mix, and she's got this jar, weird looking jar and shit, and it's all black stuff. You're like, oh, what's in the jar? Its jars are whispering or stuff like that's whispering, scary movie whispering. So Sam does something that sets the whole thing off, that ends up, whatever's in this jar, it gets out, and now a demon's terrorizing her and her friends and the school, and shenanigans ensue. You know about the plot, more or less, is that main character unleashes the demon, and now this demon's just pretty much gonna fuck everyone's day up. There you go. Pros of the movie, like I said, the horror movie elements, when they do happen, some are really effective. They're effective in the fact that they're not all jump scares. Well, some of them are jump scared, but not jump scared. Then I thought, bomb sound, the bomb. Those jump scares, I hate those. It's not like that. It's like some subtle, like, I'll give you one quick example. There was an example where it's like a character was like scrolling through their phone or whatever, stuff like that, and just like, oh, so like in the glimpse corner of the screen, you see this like creature or demon or shadow figure or shit like that, and catch you out like, did you see that? I love the subtle horror elements to make you be like, oh, did you catch that? Those moments are sprinkled in just enough, because like I said, when the demon's on the scene terrorizing everybody, it's just, you know, messing people up with the force, stuff like that, you know, invisible force. Till the last half of the movie, where it does manifest itself, and it is a practical design. Like, you do see the thing from head to toe, and it is an interesting design. Like, oh, that's a crazy cool looking demon. Doesn't look all, you know, like the demons we've seen in like the last 3,000 horror movies ever. I'll give props to that. Cause the movie, more or less, the middle half of the movie gets kind of a confusing mess, because it kind of turns into this like kind of like weird, confusing teenage mystery movie or something like that. Kind of just grinds to a halt, where it's just like, there's like, it's like the people who making this movie was like, okay, horror, in this middle chunk, let's just kind of make it like a kind of a teen drama movie role, like little teen drama. You realize like no horror elements, like good 20-minute chunk of the middle half of the movie, and you notice it. All the demons really doing is that it does fuck like one person up pretty good, but everything else just demon bitch slaps that you've seen done in every demon movie ever. At the end of the day, It Lives Inside was a horror movie that was definitely pretty different, but definitely that's gonna really knock your socks off. It was well acted enough. The creature design for the demon was different and it was pretty effectively good. It does have effective horror movie elements sprinkled throughout that make you like prick the ears up, but other than that, it's not gonna be something you gotta rush to the movie to see. It's like one of those like horror movies that would be on Hulu, not even Netflix. Hulu. With that being said, I think I'll say that It Lives Inside definitely a 4 out of 10, which is just okay. It Lives Inside, officially in theaters this Friday. You go see it, you're not gonna see it. What do you think? Type below. Let me know, talk about it. See you guys tomorrow for The Expendables 4. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.